Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Los Angeles Rams. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? You ready? Get the come on. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mike 51, coming to you, coming to you.
On 2nd and 9, Goff under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jayon Brown. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. 3rd and long. It's gone. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Man open left side is Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 24 is the mic.
Throwing is Mariota. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Houston.
Mariota now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
I said it, let's go.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And an alley to run. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. From the red zone now, Mariota. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score 7. Rams, nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. On second down, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Who goes tonight? 180. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Check. Protein spill. Super.
Throwing on third. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
It got his man complete. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Gets around him. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. This is Harris. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. 77 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. They go play action. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the failure to get 8.
We got 4. 24.
From the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now. Catch. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
First down, Titans.
Mariota now 8 of 11 in this 1st half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Hey, I need one. Wow, blue. 24 is the mic. Blue there. 24 is the mic. I'm coming after you.
Again, it's Mariota. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Tight dog. Where are they, King? Greystone trap. Easy.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Ito Smith. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Cut. 180. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming.
Here's Gall. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd and 12, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing, Mariota. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the eye. One.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Marcus Mariota, nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Houston. Marcus Mariota on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down, and they go back to Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Goff. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
He'll fire one end zone for Cook. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now this throw caught left side. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a first and 10. Mariota now. They'll roll him out right. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Play action now. Mariota. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he's going to go down again. Jayon Brown. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. On 3rd down, here's Harris. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
66, bullet high.
Now Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. They run again with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Hold on. It's 3rd and 11.
Goff now looks to throw. He's going to go for it all. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling it?
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
17.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll run it again with Smith. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ito Smith, 95 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run. Here's Harris. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Under 10, 6-6, pull it high. Hey, let's go. Go, grab that.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Watch 15, Mike 15. Hey, let's get in them holes.
3rd and long. It's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Goff. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
64, weak. Check 99.
Mariota to throw it. Towards the end zone for Brown. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Goff. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter? He's got a man, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This will be fielded at the 6.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. I love it. Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage. And you bring your safeties back, they can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
I'm going to run you over. Hey, kill. Run you over. Check the backer. Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey,
on 2nd and 11 now. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. 23 yards the pick up there. Now a play fake here on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Mariota here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Hey, let's get this. Check 52. Check.
On play action, Mariota toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll try and run forward with Smith. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Bravo! Take it.
Mariota to throw for it on fourth. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
4 down. Mike 7. Hey, exit. 6 man. Check curl. Good.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And that's complete to Cooks. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
180. Get that ball. Get that ball.
One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for